Welcome back, guys. You guys are going to see this. It'll be a couple days after Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody at home. Today we're just going to run you through what our future plans are for 2021. We have a lot of builds coming up, and we have a lot of things planned for the new year. We're going to start with what we have in the shop now, and we're going to go into what our future plans are with some of our builds.
Okay, this project here is the one we've been focusing a lot of our time on lately. It's been a fun build. If you haven't seen it, it's a 600cc Katana motor we took out of a 1989 Suzuki, and we picked up this 78 Ford lawn tractor, completely modified it 100%. It's now rolling and on the ground. We got chain, steering linkages, and wiring basically to go before it's running. Brakes, yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
We need stopping power. There's still quite a bit here. We are still going to be working on this. You're not going to see as much of this, but we are still going to give updates on it. But we got to start focusing on our motorcycles that we're going to be riding in the spring. So what we did is we took the motor and the frame out of the Suzuki Katana, and we mounted it to the front half, the back half of the 78 Ford lawn tractor. This thing here it's going to be a weapon when it's done. Up next, we have our shovel head build, which is going to be our main focus for the next little while. We started this build back in the spring, and then we kind of took a break from it to start on the lawn tractor.
It's also one of the main reasons we started this channel, to start building this bike. So.
It is, and it's a shame that we've kind of let it go on the back burner, but we are getting back on this bike. I know a lot of people have been asking where this bike is. We are focusing a lot of time and effort on it now. I do want to see this bike on the road. It is by far one of the coolest projects we have. But we're getting back on it. We're going to start building it.
You guys will see a good update video within the next 2 to 3 weeks on this. I'm pretty sure.
What's wrong with next week?
Okay, next week is fine.
All right. So what we have is it's an aftermarket hardtail frame. It's S&S top head or cylinders, Ultima bottom. It is all brand new internals. This motor's never been fired. Obviously, the rocker boxes and the cylinder heads are off of shovel head. They're not brand new. It's got the, I believe it's a 4-speed or 5-speed.
It's a 5-speed.
5-speed late model shovel head transmission. It's going to be a really cool build when it's done.
We have all the parts for it sitting in boxes.
We have all the parts for it. The last video I think we did on this, we showed all the parts for it, but we will give everybody a recap in our next video of what we're doing and the direction we are going on this bike. So stay tuned. This is going to be one really cool build. Here we have our 2001 Harley-Davidson Softail. We originally built this bike back in 2013, and ever since then we've been riding the snot out of this bike. We're up to 113, I think, on the 113,000 on our speedometer here. It's gone through a couple changes, paint jobs over the years, but it's due for another one now. We're gonna tear it apart this winter, rebuild it again. We're not 100% sure on the direction we're going. We still have this windshield, which it looks better without, or we recently picked up a fairing that we're toying around with the idea of putting a fairing on it.
We got a new 21-inch front rim for it.
Yeah.
It is for sure going on.
This rim is definitely going on. The chrome is peeling on that rim, and it's just seen better days. We actually picked up 3 of these. You're going to see this rim. We got a really good deal on 3 of them, so we're probably putting, well, not probably. We are putting one on this bike. We're putting one on Ryan's Road Glide, and we're probably, not probably.
No, I've got one for my Road Glide as well.
Yeah.
This bike, we know the internals in the engine are all good. We've gone through, it's all freshened up. So basically just a tear down, send it for paint, put it back together, toy with some options. We have some ideas on the paint we want to do with it, but if you guys think that anything's going to look good on it, drop it down in the comments, let us know.
We're thinking about yellow, but let us know. It's just a complete change from the green. This bike's been painted green 3 times, and I think it needs a change. So other than that, it's pretty basic build on this one. Not too much to go on.
We'll throw a video up for you guys while we're doing it.
Yep.
On to the next one.
And the last bike we have in the shop, we have more bikes, but this is the last one in the shop. This is my pride and joy. This is my 1984 Harley-Davidson Fxrt. If you paid close attention, you would have seen it up in the background of some of our early videos. I unfortunately didn't have it on the road this year. It came up with a lot of problems at the end of the riding season a couple years ago, and instead of fixing it, I was just lazy and I rode the Softail. But this winter, I do plan on tearing this down 100%, and we're going to rebuild this. I have a lot of parts on order, a lot of changes coming. I torn on what I want to do with the paint and stuff, because it is still the original factory paint. This bike was pretty much 100 factory when I bought it. I still have all the factory parts that were on it when I bought it. But all in all, this is a great bike. I love riding this bike. It is probably one of the best comfort and handling bikes that I've owned out of the Harley-Davidson series. We're going to tear it all down and get onto this one, kind of in between, but more at the end of the shovelhead build. So stay tuned for that. This is going to be a really cool build.
Okay, that's going to do it for this video. We still do have the 49 Mercury pickup truck rat rod build we picked up. We're going to do that in the spring. And we also have the $300 Honda Accord we picked up. Ryan's driving it for the winter. If it lasts the winter, we have some plans for that.
We also have a stockpile. I think between all of us, we own something like 20 plus. We haven't done
It was
count lately.
25, I think, last time we checked.
Motorcycles that we have plans for, but
this fills our project plate for now.
So make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.